Chapter 17, Learning Objective 4. In the last section, we talked about tax sheltered investment accounts or retirement accounts that are employer established. A lot of people that work for companies that may not provide these types of accounts. Smaller companies don't necessarily have to provide them. And also, people who work part-time don't typically have access to retirement accounts as well. So, in the event that you work for an employer or you're in that type of situation, these types of accounts are beneficial, but they can also be beneficial in supplementing your retirement. For example, I have a rollover IRA that I've rolled over various 401k contributions that I've made at other employers, and I've also made contributions myself during years in order to supplement my retirement savings. There is a good chance that whatever type of retirement you have, it may not be sufficient for all of your needs in retirement. So that's why we have these types of accounts, and especially if you don't have the employer-sponsored accounts available at work. First is an individual retirement account, more commonly referred to as an IRA. There are different types of IRAs. Traditional or regular IRA is the one we most commonly refer to. There are also spousal IRAs, which are for a non-working spouse can contribute to an IRA a normal working spouse would also be able to contribute, but this is to allow for retirement savings for non-working spouses is the purpose of this. Roth IRAs, which we've talked about previously, Roth IRAs are they're not, the contributions are after tax, but the investment earnings are tax-free. So the traditional or spousal IRAs the contributions would be tax deductible, and the earnings would be tax deferred. You would pay taxes on your withdrawals when you begin to withdraw them. There are also KEOs and simple IRAs or simplified employee pension IRAs. These are for people who are self-employed. KEOs are usually reserved for people who are very wealthy. That are self-employed. There are a lot of expenses associated with managing a KEO plan. So most people in most cases, most people would go for a traditional IRA or potentially an SEP IRA through the company that they own. So, why should workers choose to save for retirement through a personally established retirement account? Even if your employer offers a retirement plan, it is likely that you will not have enough money in retirement. Personally established accounts are a good way to supplement your retirement money. Secondly, summarize the importance of low-cost investment fees to long-term retirement success. Fees are paid both when you have gains and losses, or no matter whether you make gains or losses, and they come off the top of what you have in your account. There is no evidence that higher fees equate to higher returns. The opposite is actually true. Most of my personally directed investments are in ETFs or exchange-traded funds, and the reason being is the fees are very low. You can get exchange-traded funds with fees that are less than 0.25%. A lot of mutual funds have fees that are as much as 1%. Investment managers typically charge 2%. And by making these types of choices, you're going to effectively reduce the amount that you've saved. List two differences between a traditional IRA and a Roth IRA. Contributions to a traditional IRA are tax deductible, and investment earnings are tax deferred. Contributions to a Roth IRA are made after tax, and investment earnings are tax exempt.